sixth item is about our resolution here some few days ago. Here we have some appearances. We have to go to the committee of the whole. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, if you wish to recall, last week this House had resolved that some personalities should be invited to this hollow chamber for questioning, interrogation, and the rest, in respect of what is going on in the state. That is, in respect of what we call epileptic power supply. It is in view of that that I move a motion for us to kind of dissolve into a committee of the whole to enable us to invite the invitees for further legislative function. I so move.
Colleagues, seconding the motion is Honorable Luka Elias Jekaba, represent the good people for B2 in this hollow chamber and the minority leader.
Resolved in this hollow chamber to invite the following persons to appear before us for explanation, as we have the power, Section 128, 129 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, has given us the power to invite anybody for questioning in this hollow chamber. We are not just doing it, we are representing the people of Nasarawa State from the 24 constituencies that made up Nasarawa State. So by that power of the Constitution that has given us the mandate for questioning, Section 128, 129, and that is why we want to exercise that power now. So in view of this, I want to call for appearance of the Managing Director of Abuja Electricity Distribution Company to appear alongside with the General Manager, NAEPA. Please, Sergeant at Arms, can you usher them in? And tell us who you are.
Good morning, my right honorable speaker, and good morning to the distinguished members of the Nasarawa State House of Assembly. I am Engineer DME Jonathan Kennedy. I'm the Chief Business Officer representing Kogi, Nasarawa, and Niger. And I'm here to represent the MD/CEO of Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
That will be in a position to tell us why we invited him. But now that you are representing your MD Chief Executive, how are we going to be sure that you will provide solution to what we invited you for? Because we are in pains, Nasarawa State. That pain is as a result of what you are injected in us. That's why we want to find a solution to it. So I think let me throw it to my honorable colleagues so that whether or not we should attend to him or fix a date for the Oga Kpatakpata to appear before this honorable house. So please, I don't know.
Mr. Speaker, it's an embarrassment to Nasarawa State entirely an embarrassment to the 24 wise men that were here sitting today. There was no cogent reason given to this assembly under your leadership. Having sent a documental evidence, we serve them that this house want to see the MD in charge of AEDC. For him to come, let's question him and test his credibility to know why our people are suffering. Sir, if not because you put the question to him, there was no remorseful to show and tender unreserved apology, either by documented evidence to serve to the clerk, and the clerk will communicate it to you, because we hold them responsible for whatever thing we say. But after he introduced himself that he is the chief business officer in charge of this, without telling the house that he is representing the MD of this company, sir, there was no any cogent reason that we can be able to at least observe for us to say, for the benefit of that, we will throw question to him.
I all agree with your two submissions, but in a situation where he is not able to provide satisfactory answers to the questions that will be raised here, then it will also, we have that power again to invite the man in charge. So let us test his capability.
Let me just clear something. The area manager, Lafia, was actually the person that was invited here. But I'm 2 steps above him. So I have to come here due to the respect that we have for this hollow chamber. I have a regional manager that reports to me in Nasarawa, and under that area manager, under that regional manager, we have an area manager before me. So I came here as a senior to the area manager, and the area manager that is summoned is also here with me, but he cannot stand here with me at the same time, and there is seniority in the job. That's why I'm standing here, sir. So we have not seen you as somebody that you are not important to us, sir. It's because of that importance that the MD himself says I should come in to represent him. So the area manager is junior to me, sir, and he's here.
The Christian, the book of Psalm 33 verse 8 says, let the whole world fear God. And as a Muslim, the Quran is saying, Watakun lahu, fear God. Mr. AEDC, are you aware for the past 10 years in Lafia Central, this is the state capital where the seat of power is, and Mr. Speaker and all other members and all the citizens of Nasarawa State, they reside in the state capital. Are you aware for the past 10 years we have been maintaining transformer, which is not our responsibility? Why is it your customer, the services that you are supposed to give free, and the people you are giving services, they are pay you monthly, and they are the same people that they will maintain transformer that belongs to you,
and Lafia not. So the total population is 28,883 customers that we have. Then metered customers in Lafia, we have 8,725 customers that are metered. That's 8,725 minus 28,883 will give us the total of unmetered customers, sir. Then number 3, the monthly.
Just be very explicit. And when you minus that, I mean, how many people are not metered?
That's 20,100 plus.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So at the monthly allocation to Nasarawa State dropped in January and February. March also, and April it picked up. As we are talking as of today, I don't know, maybe you give me opportunity to speak a bit on this energy allocation, sir.
And please, you does.
The area manager is deviating from the main question asked. Is deviating. So let him tell us verbatim what the question asked. He should answer it straight, because if I listen to you with key interest, you mentioned that if there is any fault in transformer, you used to make replacement, which is false. And you can even understand that even common pole, if there is breeze that break any pole, it is the customer that will contribute money themselves and go and replace it. And you are telling the whole world that you used to make replacement.
I think let me use.
Speaker advise if anybody is appearing before this house, he should carry maybe the Quran and the Bible and swear to say the truth and only the truth. Mr. Speaker, we cannot sit here as competent people and this man will be insulting us. As far as I'm concerned, Mr. Speaker, I feel insulted.
Please, can you cool down?
No,
Please.
Mr. Speaker, let them swear to God so that we know they are saying the truth.
Don't worry.
We cannot trust what he's saying.
Whether he said the truth or he will answer that question by Almighty God. The man standing before you.
As the agency, Nasarawa State Electricity Power Agency is an agency established by the Nasarawa State House of Assembly as the law provides in 2018. And some of the functions of this agency is to coordinate. One, the agency coordinates all affairs regarding projects as it relates to electricity generation, transmission, distribution, and all sales of electricity as the state may deem it fit to have on its own. This agency as well takes the intervention of the Nasarawa state government through the nooks and crannies of the state as the state government may see it necessary to carry out when it relates to electricity. I mean, installation of transformers, extension of national grids from points to points, from communities to communities.
I listened to GM Naepa. I want to commend the governor of Nasarawa State. He has been doing a lot to make sure that the Lafia people or the state entirely enjoy the electricity. But Mr. GM, let me ask you this question. You have answered the one, your duty as a GM of NAEPA, which has been empowered you by the law. But the question I want to ask you here is that, as an agency, tell us how you relate with AEDC in achieving your mandate, because there is a law guided that has been established and you are relying on that law to carry your responsibility. I am aware at your house where you stay, you are using a different transformer, and your neighbor will barely have light for 1 week or 2 weeks. Tell us, where do you get that source? And why are you enjoying light different with the community? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Is the officer responsible for giving Nasarawa State people light, taking into consideration the 13th local government of Nasarawa State? I want you to answer this question. Who is the person? Are you representing that person? That's the question. And if you are representing that person, when was he appointed to head Nasarawa State? Because what has prompted your invitation is as a result of poor performance, as a result of epileptic power supply in Lafia and its environs.
Business manager, in your submission, as my honorable colleague said, you deviated from all the questions being asked. I want to put it to you that your company is intentionally putting the people of Nasarawa State through unnecessary hardship. Your company is giving my people poor and unprofessional service. Thereby, you are indirectly telling us that your company is capable of handling the legal responsibility you have signed with the transmission company, that when they transmit, you will buy electricity and give it to the people of Nasarawa State. Based on your explanation, to categorize my state into band A, band B, band C, band C, D, and whatever, you can see we don't know which band the State House of Assembly is, because as we are here now, the light is off. It's the solar now that the Assembly is now watching you with. So, Mr. Business Manager, I will directly say, and I won't be wrong, that your company is incapable of handling the distribution to Nasarawa State.
We are here because the law has mandated us to do the right thing.
Thank you very much.
Are you pleased as an individual? Are you pleased with the services rendered by AEDC to the people of Nasarawa State? Because we have a clear case just behind us here in the government have invested so much in Akuruba here. When that project was ongoing, Our Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, visits that place almost on a monthly basis. And it was giving the Nasarawa State indigenes hope that as soon as that project is completed, something positive will come out of it. What assurance can you give to the people of Nasarawa State? Just as one of my colleagues stated, that I think it is high time we ask the government and the people of Nasarawa State to chase away AEDC and let's look for a competent organization that can come to give us light. After all, Mr. President has just signed into law that we can generate and then equally utilize what we have generated.
Tell Nigerians and Nasarawa State why we should not make a resolution that Abuja Education Development or Distribution Company should exist, should not be exist from we be part of it. Because we have a right to tell Nasarawa State Governor that we don't want to be part of this distribution company. Benue State here join Jos. We can join Enugu or join Kaduna. Tell us why we should rely on you. With this experience that we have been experienced, and from the information, NIAPA alone installed over 50 transformers before they hand over to you. Is that our responsibility as a state? Having federal government pay 40% of money to your company.
He has come to enumerate to us how business, NEPA business should look like in the state. I don't think he is competent enough to take the problem we are disseminating so much energy for the headquarters to know. Because even the MD himself is not too big to be here on the floor of the House to answer these very important questions. And I want to, sir, if he is not competent enough to take the problem that we have spent so much time to digest, it is better we ask him to take his leave and ask the appropriate authority to come to this floor to solve the problem of this state. I raise my case, Mr. Speaker.
And I am going to be soft to you. I'm not going to be hard like others. GM, can you please defend yourself that some people are saying you are being selective. You are being selective in your activities. But I said no, because if I will ask you to tell me how many communities that you intervene in our local government, but particularly Away North, what will you say? That is the first question. If you are asked Also, to defend yourself, what will you suggest for the activities of NAEPA and that of the NEPA? You just tell me why do we have light in some villages outside Lafia metropolis, like 16 hours, 20 hours, but inside Lafia, the state capital, we don't have light. What offense did Lafia people commit? I want to know. I have one pertinent thing to ask again, sir. Why do you prefer to give estimated bills instead of prepared meters? Is it because of the extortion people are saying that your company is into? I want to know that too. I don't know whether you have studied business studies or commerce in your secondary school level, sir.
I have an MBA.
That's beautiful. And what is the basic thing that when setting up a business organization in a community that you are supposed to consider? Maybe it's a question tag.
Okay, I should ask.
Yes, just
that's
answer.
the EIA, Environmental Impact Assessment.
Then apart from that, do you consider the host community as something big in that aspect too?
It's part of the EIA.
Then why do we, the people of Away North in particular, are suffering from your services? Because we have a company in Albany, a mining company in Albany in particular, called Multivice Company, that you used to give them light for 24 hours. But we, the host community, we are being neglected. And it even goes to the extent that our communities are saying they are going to disconnect that light from your people.
And how do you mention you supply like 50-something transformer? So if I could recall, there was a time we're having a budget checkup, so oversight function. I saw something like 2 transformers was located in my community, Kershi, which it happened. I was one of the member in that committee. I raised the motion that there was nothing like that. So today you make mention of you supply transformer like 50. Do you have the evidence or the location of those community you supply all these transformer?
It means, like I say, we have gone through the tests of mental sanity. We are all in accord to send you out of this place, to beg the leave of this house because we have power to do that. And because they so much look down on the sanctity of these hallowed chambers, Mr. Chairman, even before us, before our feet, NEPA took light and kept us waiting just to test our patience. But I want to assure you that we are sent here by lions. Therefore, we will never be afraid of hyenas and tigers. Your activities is killing our people. And because your activities is killing our people, this house, it will not be out of place if we come up with a resolution, since you are a business entity, to leave our state for us. To leave our state. Otherwise, we will not stop anybody from harassing you. We've been stopping them, but we are no longer going to stop them. I've been receiving videos of people who are harassing NEPA staff or Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. But ours, because we are patient people, we rely on the rules of law to allow you to do whatever you do and then cheat our people. You gave a bill for the light that somebody has not consumed. Somebody is staying in the house, and like my colleague said, he works and earns 30,000 naira in a month, and then you give him a bill of 30 to 40,000, meaning that you have technically enslaved him to work for you. Mr. Chairman, I want to let him know that all the members you see here are immune. We can tell you anything we want here. That is number one. Tell me, and this honorable house, that the feeding, how you feed your children, how you fuel your car, how you load your phone, just tell us. that the money you are getting from this business are not what we call in Hausa haram. And I will not be out of place if I say you people are criminals and thieves.
Mr. Speaker, I want to ask, how do I pay that bill? Just like our sister said, something happened in, Nasarawa Central? Is it Mangoro Goma? The same place, they don't have light for up to 1 year. Very soon, they may be connected to the power again. They may bring more than 1 million bill to them. How do we reconcile it, sir?
7 years old, I had. What is the difficulties in bringing this meter? Bring it. You say people are bypassing it, then you are not competent. What should they, if you are careless, I will bypass. Yes, everybody is a potential thief. It's only when you are caught. That advice is for you. I know you speak a lot of grammar. This is Nasarawa State, not Abuja. I'm done with you. The Nasarawa man, many days for the thief, 1 day for the owner. Can you just answer this thing quickly? You are Umar Eliakub. Am I correct?
No, sir.
Huh?
My name is Engineer Yakubu Suleiman Umar. Yakubu Suleiman
Okay,
Umar.
your telephone number is 0706 781 4611.
Yes, sir.
So, now you're in my hand. Have you never seen this number before? I've been calling this number over 10 times. As your position is, we are only 24. I expected you to have an Android phone that can give you true caller. My name will appear Honorable Kudu. You should pick my call. Why are you not picking my call?
Sorry about that, sir.
With all due respect, are here to defend themselves. They came to defend themselves. Because we invited you here to provide solutions. And everybody, if you touch here, you say it's not like this. You touch here, it's not like this. This AEDC man is telling us how you run business. I also have an MBA in business administration. I even specialize in project management. So I know service delivery. You, Mr. Nayepa, are telling us about gratification. Go and check section 8 of the ICPC Act. That is criminal. You are talking about capping. That's nonsense English. The Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, they have charged all of you, the distribution companies, more than 10 billion naira for wrong capping. Estimated billing is criminal. Only last year, we have 28,000 people. You say 28 people are consuming light. Only 8,000 are metered. More than 70% you are stealing from them. You people are criminal. Yes.
Please.
The major thing we want in Nasarawa State is light. How can we get light? And when we have issues with our transformers, how can they come and maintain? I think that is the basic point. They are telling us here they are putting transformer here and there, where and where. Don't take us for granted now. We are mentally capable. That is why we are here. You are telling us what is not realistic. We are on the news, we are in the constituency, and you are here coming to tell us where are you putting transformer? Where are you fixing transformers? Myself here with this same pressman that snapped me, I've gone to my constituency. How much have I spent in only light? What I've spent in light? You, Mr. Nayepa, when did I call you the other time about issue of charge controller that has back and forth, go here, come here, and this NEPA man is coming here to tell us, follow due process. We're all learned here. What is due process? We are lawmakers. We know due process. NEPA are here defending their life. You are here also defending which life? Simple. NEPA are not doing the right thing, and NEPA will sit and talk. How can we get light? That is just the problem. Now you have come here under business capacity or what capacity, I don't know. That is your own business. But with all due respect, Mr. Speaker, it is not we are not negotiating for light. We are paying for light. We deserve light. And if they cannot give us light, let's get a better people that will give us light. Mr. Speaker, section 128 and 129, which has given us right for invitations and summons. I believe in someone, Mr. Speaker. I believe you should call somebody, give him hours. We are not here to joke. We are here for business. People are watching. This is live, Mr. Speaker. Wallah, when we finish here, these people we are seeing, they will go. they will not bring back this light.
Don't worry.
Since we are here, he is here, Mr. Speaker, even under proceedings, they are taking light. The same thing happened in the National Assembly. Minister of Power was in the National Assembly, they took light. NEPA are here, they are taking light. We will see. I pray they bring back the light, or else it's high time we stop doing business with NEPA. AEDC, as far as I'm concerned, are performing below expectation. And there's something very important you mentioned, Mr. Speaker, that they cannot beat their chest. They are saying they are doing business. Who forced you to be in business? If you cannot beat your chest and say you are doing business, leave the business for other people that are ready to do business. With all due respect, I'm speaking from anger. I'm even happy Mr. Speaker allowed me to speak last. You know I'm younger, so my blood is hotter. I want to vibrate. But thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. My brother, Mr. Nayepa, I will advise you. Nobody's here to witch hunt you. We are doing due diligence. As far as I'm concerned, you are not even a scapegoat already. Read your act. Wallah, it has empowered you to do the right thing. You don't need to negotiate with these people. They are telling us you don't know, you don't have direct bearing with which direct bearing, which other agency is in charge of power. The act has already given you, the law has already given you the right to finish and hand over to NEPA. If we are spending all these resources on NEPA, why can't we start doing our own? Sir, we have the right to generate, transmit and distribute. But sir, sir, just are giving light. Other distribution companies are able to give light. Why is AEDC? This thing is talking about Abuja. Wallahi tallahi, sir, I'm even happy they even give light to Abuja. My family is in Abuja. No light. They are telling me which one, which band. If we cannot afford band, why can we afford tickets to buy and come and contest election? Even we that we feel we are privileged. We are the first class citizens as far as Nasarawa State is concerned. We are not getting light. How about those people in the village? They are thank you.
Yeah, this is the resolution. First, we want to commend the effort of His Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer A. for his effort to see that Nasarawa State is connected with the national grid, because he has expended a lot of money on the substation of Akuruba substation, and the purpose of that is to see that light is restored. Nasarawa State people have 24 hours light, but unfortunately it's like this effort is being sabotaged, and I want to commend him for that. We should continue with that. And this is our resolution, the resolution of this assembly. The Abuja Electricity Distribution Company is hereby given 14 days to restore normal light to Nasarawa State. And failure to do that, we have no option to ask them to quit, and we'll invite another company to do the needful so that we satisfy the need of our people in Nasarawa State. That's resolution number 1. Resolution number 2. The private power distribution company that is in charge of giving electric light distribution in Toto, which they call them PowerGen Intercontinental Energy Limited. Please, they call that the general manager is away from Nigeria, so we are giving him on the 21st of next month to appear before this Honorable House and explain what is really happening in that area. And he should come with all the necessary documents that accompany to appear before us, as I've stated earlier, to explain to this Honorable House and the people of Nasarawa State, to the people of Toto, that we have the 2 representatives here, so that we will know who gave them the power, and they should appear here with all the necessary documents that have given them the power to do what they are doing in Toto. And more especially that 2 of the members from Toto local government have complained bitterly that even with that, they are not connected to the national grid. It's unfortunate. So this is the resolution of this House. It is short and clear. So I so rule.